welcome to Alina Crochets. This podcast is about my love of crocheting and sharing that with you. For episode 25, celebrating the fall month of October, I will share with you designs and completed items that I created for the Sheep and Wool Festival, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Halloween. So let's begin. So what am I wearing? I am wearing my Dusty Rose tunic dress. And what I did is I used a variety of yarns that I had in my stash, so I don't have the labels, but it's 100% wool in boucle and then in superwash wool. 100% superwash wool. I wanted to create a dress that was in pink, but I wanted to use a variety of stitches just to give it texture, just to show the versatility of crochet. So I use single crochet, double crochet, I use shell stitches, and I just use a variety of different stitches in different sections to create this tunic. So here's the tunic here. And as you can see, you see the pineapples here. And then I have a group of shell stitches with some open lace stitches. With open lace stitches with double crochet and chains throughout. And then on the back, I use a variety of stitches, and I'll give you a closer look of the back of the dress in the front in a picture here. But I love the way it came out. It came out really nice. It fits, and it's light to wear. It's not too warm because that's why I don't put sleeves on there. And I just love the way the yarn fits and how the dress came out overall. So let me begin by showing some of the finished items that I created. One of the items I created was my sweater for the Sheep and Wool Festival. And I will show pictures throughout this video of the Sheep and Wool Festival in the beginning and at the end, so that you can just get a feel of how the day was. It was a beautiful day. It was like 67 degrees, and it was a perfect day for my sweater. So this is the sweater that I created. And I put buttons on there. So it's a button-down cardigan. Ooh, let me just get a better picture. And I'll post a picture of the design. And in the sweater here, you can see that I used 3 different types of yarn to create it. This was the first yarn that I received and I purchased to make the sweater. And I thought I would have enough, but I didn't. So I went in my stash and tried to find a lighter yarn that had similar colors to this one. And I did, but that wasn't enough. So I had to purchase more yarn from the Briar Rose company so that I can complete my sweater. So that's why you see 3 different shades, because I purchased them at different times. But I think it worked. It came out really nice. And I'll post a picture so you can see the sweater. This is the back. And the yarn that I used was Briar Rose Fibers. I love this yarn. It's nice to work with. It's soft. And the colors are just really beautiful. So this is just a swatch that I made. And this is called, this weight was called 4th of July. 100% merino wool. This was 550 yards. So basically you need 2 balls to complete the sweater. So you need like 1,100 yards to complete it. And this is how the yarn looks. And it has like little black and different strands running through it, wrapped around the yarn. And it's the perfect sweater for a fall day. Next design I created, I wanted to create a Southwest themed top, and I thought I would use the colors of aqua, orange, and gold. And what gave me this idea is that I purchased this blue yarn at the dollar store, and I wanted to see how it worked up. But once it was worked up, I wanted to add other colors, and that's when I came up with the Southwestern theme by using the different colors. So here I used tapestry crochet and just used some surface crochet here to create the top. And then I added some gold metallic and some off-white metallic. And then this is how the back came. This is a different blue yarn, but I love the way the variegation occurred in the top, making it look almost like water. And then I added the orange and the gold and the beige. The yarns that I used for this top were, I love this yarn in ivory with the gold metallic. I had some ice yarn that I got. This was Tarmor Glitz. And it worked out pretty nice. It's nice and soft in the sweater. Sorry, the top. And then I also used Crab Smart surf yarn. Because I only have bought one ball of the dollar yarn, which was my mistake. I should have bought 2 or 3. Since they were only $1, I needed another yarn that was similar to their color. So I had this in my stash. So I just added this to the back so the back could have some blue. And then the orange is Red Heart Soft in Tangerine. The next item I completed was this various shades of orange top that I wanted to create something different for Halloween. So I thought I would just use various shades of orange and then with the black to give it a Halloween feel. What I did is I used I used 4-ply worsted weight yarn, and I used it in various oranges that I had. As you can see, the variations of the colors, and I will post the colors that I used at the bottom here. And I use a variety of stitches. I use single crochet, then I use single with some chain stitches around here. And this was my lacy stitches that I included, and I concluded with a single row of single crochet. And I will post this design shortly. It's a simple top. I wanted to create something simple. This is just 2 sides. Once it's completed, you just sew up the seams and do the arms, and then your top is completed. So now let me show you some works in progress. One of the items that I'm working on is this shawl by Fiber Spider called Diamonds in Cubes shawl. And I started the shawl, and here it is here. And the yarn that I'm using is Karen's Cotton Funnel Cakes in the color, hold on, Dandelion Seed. And it's a subtle color with the ivory and the gray. The next item I'm working on is a pink top. I use a variety of pink yarns in my stash. So this is a pink yarn with metallic going through it with some single crochet. And then I decided I wanted something open lace, so I just used double crochet with chains going through to create a lacy stitch, and I turned it on its side. So what I did is I created the front first, and then I just worked on the sides, and then worked on the sides here, and then combined it in the back to create a seam. But now I want to add sleeves to it, so I'll probably add a little bit more rows to the top. And the pink cotton yarn is hard to find, but I found one in 24/7 cotton. I love this yarn. As you can see, I used it in previous designs. And this color is called Pink Lemonade. It just works up really nice, and it's not that heavy, but it holds its structure. And I think it's a perfect addition to this top to be completed. And I think the colors blend. It's fine because you have this bright pink and then a light one, and then this one's in between. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna add sleeves, so it might be a sleeveless top during the winter months. So what I did is I crocheted this booty here, but I want to felt it in the machine, and I wasn't sure how big to make it. So this is going without a pattern. So I'm gonna throw this in the washing machine and see how it felt, and see if I have to make adjustments, or is it perfect to wear as a booty in the house. So this is 100% wool, and the wool that I used was from the Deer Run Sheep Farm, and this was about 450 yards, and it's a variegated pink yarn. That concludes my finished items, and now I will show you some acquisitions. My acquisitions came from the Sheep and Wool Festival. This festival I look forward to every year so that I can find new yarns and just enjoy the day. It has wine tasting, it has food tasting. They have different food vendors out there that you can try different foods. And of course, they have beautiful yarns in a variety of textures and fibers. So here are some of the yarns that I purchased. So some of the yarns I purchased came from the Persimmon Tree Farm. And what made this yarn great was that it was 50% off, and this was over 500 yards. So this one is mohair, wool, and nylon mixed together. And this is like a fingering weight yarn. And I couldn't pass up, so I purchased more. So what I did is I purchased a boucle one. And this one is mixed with mohair, wool, and nylon. And then I was like, well, I should make a whole sweater. So I bought some more from that company because you can't be 50% off. So I purchased this one, which is, it's called Pinky Toes. It's superwash merino and it's 560 yards. So I have it in this color. I purchased two of them. They're close together in colors. And then I fell in love with two other colors. So I purchased this one in more orange and red and green. And I purchased this one, which is more yellow and green. And they're 100% superwash merino. Some other yarns that I purchased came from, this one came from the Cannon hand dyes. So this one I couldn't pass up. This was 80% baby camel and, 80% baby camel and 80% silk. That's weird. Usually 100%, but that comes over 100. So this was 486 yards. And I just love it. It's called Champagne in the Desert. And I just love the colors. The other two that I purchased came from Primrose Yarn Company. And I just love the two colors together. And I want to create something for the fall in these colors. So this is Sedonia. And this is Muse. And the colors are beautiful. I took it kind of easy this year with the Sheep and Wool Festival because I was looking for specific companies to get some kits and they weren't there. So I just took my time and purchased what I wanted, and I'm happy with my purchase because I have so much yarn. I didn't want to bring more yarn in until I finished the yarn that I have. But I had a wonderful time at the Sheep and Wool Festival. That concludes this episode. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, no yarn is off limits when crocheting. Have a great day.